Good morning and welcome to the Bullet Outdoors YouTube channel. Today we're on 171K. Its nickname is Yard Sale. This is the in loop, the turnaround point. Part of the reason for the nickname of Yard Sale is because a lot of people lose their crap on this trail. It isn't terribly difficult, but it's rocky and steep. And so if you have loose things in the tailgate or the bed of your truck, you lose a lot of things. Also, there's a Datsun pickup over that hill there that someone lost control. Rolled a bunch of times and they just left it. Looks like an early 80s Datsun, so who knows how long it's been there. But it's painted white, in case you're curious. But down on that gully, you probably can't see it on camera, but 7Mile is actually down there. This connects to 171, which is Swamp Creek. So again, this is 171K. Its nickname is Yard Sale. It isn't a terribly difficult trail, nor is it very long. It tees into 171J and 171L. Today we are in my 2018 Polaris RZR Turbo, Walker Evans edition. I still haven't messed with preload. They're as delivered from the factory. Shock settings are pretty much neutral. Still riding on the old bighorns. And like I said in the previous video, they're surprisingly good. But I'm more than likely to get some Tux Terabytes, either a 30-inch or a 32. That's kind of like my summer tire. And then I'll keep these for the winter. But I'm big time wearing out the back tires. So we'll see how that plays out when winter comes back around again. If I don't just find some takeoffs on Craigslist or whatnot. Tomorrow is April Fool's, and it just snowed quite a bit here lately. I had a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and the guy asked, why do I keep my thumbs out? And the reason is, if you get some bump steer, you know, you hit a rock or a log or a rut or whatever, and it jerks the steering wheel, you got your thumbs locked in, the steering wheel is going to hit your thumb and could break it. So I always keep my thumbs out. Pretty much, you know, 90-something% of the time. I try to keep my thumbs out. That way if the steering wheel jerks, my thumbs don't get caught. It's kind of one of the things I just naturally did. I didn't necessarily learn it from anywhere, I don't believe. Just something I naturally did. So it was an interesting comment when they made that observation. So good eye. So even though that sign there says K that way, they're both K. That marker over there is faded. You can't really read it anymore. We sort of call that one, that branch, power line, because it ends at one of the power line poles there that runs across the Swamp Creek area. So now we are technically on 171L. There isn't really much to L. It's just a good transition trail from the main 171 to JK. There's J going off that way. I can't say enough good things about the XP suspension. It really is leaps and bounds better than the S. And of course the trail models. And it's remarkable to me that you go from, that's private property over there. It's remarkable to me that, like say you're used to ATVs and you get a normal trail edition like an 800, RZR 800, right? A 50-inch model. And it's way more comfortable. You can go all day, you're not beat up, you're relatively comfortable, and you think this is heaven. So here we are at the main 171. This is the south entrance, you could say, of 171. I'll go ahead and keep my thoughts going that with a Trail Edition 50-inch, you think it's leaps and bounds better than an ATV. It's comfortable, it rides smooth compared to an ATV. You know, you go all day, you're not tired, you're not beat up. You move on to an S model, a 60-inch, and it's worlds better. It makes that trail wide 800 feel like a chuck wagon. So you think, oh, I can't get any better than this. And then you get into an XP, yes it does. And imagine with the new Turbo S, aka the Beast, which is a 72-inch model, it's going to be even more plush, more like heaven. Although I have my doubts on the accessibility of a 72-inch on many of the trails. I think it would be kind of tough to have that wide of a machine out on the trails. I mean, on this particular trail, a 72-inch would be perfectly fine. However, there's a lot of trails, say like Winter Challenge, you're not going to get a 72-inch between those trees. There's some trails at Pratt Creek and Green Mountain, same thing. You're not going to get between the trees in a 72-inch model. It's a tight squeeze with this, just in a little bit that I've ran it up in the mountains. So, there you have it. You know, you have trade-offs. But really, the 64-inch I think is probably the best model to get if you can swing it. But I will take a 60-inch S model all day long. So again, here's the main Manhattan Road. This is Manhattan. This is the ghost town of Manhattan right here. That was kind of like the main street going up to the mines. And then the main street here. And then you had the building, like the city buildings there. And then there. There's a mine over there. I need to find it. I don't see any remnants of it though, but it's that way. There you see Forest Road 171 on the sign there. But this is the ghost town of Manhattan. So this is the main city square, was right there, and then along here, and then the cemetery is down there. I guess I can go ahead and Okay, there's a cattle crossing guard there. And then up there is the cemetery. I don't know if this is coming up on camera, but right there, there's a wood fence. That's the cemetery for Manhattan. That's basically the only thing left of the town. Right up there is the cemetery. So, there you have a quick little tour of 171, including yard sale and power line. This is Bullet Outdoors. Peace!